Alright, welcome everybody to this week's edition of the D-Pad D-Bags podcast. We're on episode 83. I'm joined this week by Kyle McAnus.
Yo.
Scott, the Yacht Captain Colby.
Happy National Condom Day, everybody.
Woo woo. And John Kojal will be back in a moment. He has just stepped out for a second.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, we have John Kojal here.
Hey.
I'm Mike Egan. And if you want to contact the show, we do have a voicemail number. You can also text it. It's 704-GAMES-04. We will play your text on the read your text on the air or play the voicemail on the air. You can also tweet us at dpaddbags and email us at dpaddbags@gmail.com. So, let's get this party started.
All right.
Scott, you want to go first?
Sure. So the only thing I've played this week is Mass Effect 3. I've put another maybe 10 hours into it since last week. It's getting better. The story is taking shape nicely, but I kind of can't believe I'm actually still playing the thing. Like, the gameplay, I think, is just miserable. It's like
Really?
It's a shooting gallery. That's all it is. I feel like I'm playing like an HD upgrade of like Hogan's Alley. It's terrible.
So compared to Mass Effect 2, is it
It's worse.
much worse?
It's worse. Yeah,
Wow.
It's bad. But I want to see what happens.
Also,
And
I just found this out recently that the writers for Mass Effect 1 and 2 didn't actually write Mass Effect 3. They got new writers.
It does have a different tone to it. Like, I don't know, just it's hard to really describe and put my finger on, but it's got a different attitude. It's a lot more epic and grandiose and kind of over the top. But it does a very good job tying in the first two games. Like, there are a lot of little things that you run into that you say, oh, I remember this from, when I first talked to this person on this station in the first game. And so it does a great job with that, and it's something I think a lot of these series should try to do more of. But
Is actually have your character transition through and as well as like reference the prior games.
Yeah, I do wish it would do more with the powers that you've already leveled up. Like, why am I starting from zero with concussive shot again? Like, for the second one, that stuff kind of made sense, given, not to give any spoilers, given what happens.
Yes.
First bit.
Obviously, both me and Kyle are aware of what happens. John, do you plan to play Mass Effect 2?
Oh, yeah, I want to play. Don't give it away.
Okay, we won't give it away then. But yeah that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah. But with this one, it's just kind of like, it doesn't make all that much sense.
No.
It's like, if they're assuming that you've maxed out these powers that you start with, it's kind of like, well, this concussive shot that I've been leveling up for the last 5 years should be like enough to take down a freaking space station by now.
Yep.
But it still only hurts one dude.
Now, one thing that I've seen on the internet in relation to Mass Effect 3, and I actually know zero of the plot, and I don't want to know zero of the plot in case it comes out on Steam, but a lot of people, it's gotten to the point where so many people are petitioning BioWare to change the ending of the game. I assume you haven't gotten to the ending?
I haven't.
So
I've seen the headlines, and I've avoided trying to read anything about it because I do really want to see it for myself.
It's really weird. Like, I've never gotten to a point, like, heard of anything where people are like, I don't like this ending, you should change it. Like, no one goes to see a movie and then there's a petition for the studio to change the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I did that.
G.I. Joe, the movie, hello, Duke was supposed to die.
No, but
Transformers,
they
said too many kids are getting bummed out.
that was before the movie was released, though. They changed the ending before the movie was released, correct?
I don't know.
Was the movie released ever with Duke actually dying?
I'm sure there's a copy of it floating around.
But my point is, Mass Effect was released with this ending, and now the viewers are turning around saying, let's change this. The difference with G.I. Joe was...
No, I wrote a big... I had a campaign going for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Saying
that they should kill Gollum earlier in the series, and then Frodo should get the ring and become a Dark Lord.
Okay,
if we made a big enough buzz about it, we could change the world.
Other than John trying to change the Lord of the Rings plot, have you ever...
at the end of Citizen Kane, they should go back and do it.
Yep.
So instead of saying Rosebud, he should say, hamburger.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hamburger should be a snow tube.
Yes.
So, but the point is, like, at what point are gamers?
No, that's the point. You do not write games. You have no say. That's it. You play games. You're a consumer.
That's essentially what I'm
like
getting at.
Don't buy it.
Absolutely.
Don't buy the next one. If you don't like Coca-Cola, you have a sip. I don't like it.
Don't buy the next one. Don't ask them to change the formula.
Right.
Yeah.
Or start writing fan fiction.
Or start writing
Yeah.
fan fiction. But no, I definitely agree with your point. That's essentially the point that I was getting at. It's like, why the hell are these people... I don't know what the ending is. It could fucking suck for all I know. It could basically be that Shepard just walks into a bar and is forced to give the Reapers hand jobs for the half an hour.
If you don't like it, write your own book, like Scott Colby did.
Exactly.
Damn right.
That's a Shotgun.
Damn
It's
right.
available on the Amazon store, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken, sir. It is a fine piece of literature.
Oh,
There
excellent.
will be no petitions to change the ending of this one.
I hope that's the
None
case.
whatsoever.
Are you? Is this in the Library of Congress?
I was rejected.
Really? Anti-American sentiment? What? Why?
Because,
Freedom of press.
I don't know, I didn't even try. Being rejected just sounded funny to me.
Oh,
And I
I
can't come
thought that was legit.
Why is that response?
But yeah, point is...
I thought we could petition the government to change the ending to the Scott Colby
to the
that applies to the Library of Congress story.
I can only assume that our listeners are going to petition to change the end of this episode.
Those ungrateful fucks.
All right.
So in advance of everyone saying just stop now. All right, you win. Turn it off.
All right, so we're going to move
We're
on.
done.
I definitely wanted to touch on that today. I'm glad Scott brought up Mass Effect 3. But what else, if anything else, would you like to mention that you've played and such, Scott?
I played some Words with Friends. I hate Words with Friends. There's always some asshole that plays a word like za, which isn't even a fucking word. It gets like 60 points.
That's
And
the
then I
game,
want to
though.
throw my damn phone in traffic.
I believe
Yeah.
it's short for pizza.
My favorite is XI. XI is my favorite word in the game, in any
I would-
Scrabble game.
If you played XI against me in Words with Friends, I would come up to Malden and punch you in the face.
Yeah, I
I'd
kind of
buy
feel
that for $1.
I feel the same way, but I tend to lose at Scrabble because I'm waiting to get like
XI.
No, because I'm waiting to get some super word, and then someone drops some 3-letter 70-point word on me, and I'm like, oh god damn, I wish I understood the strategy of being an asshole Scrabble player a little better.
Hey, that's Scrabble Club at Latin Academy for you.
So just a quick note, I was looking at our YouTube analytics for our Scott Scobie School of StarCraft video on
Scott
YouTube.
Scobie.
Scott Colby.
He's part of the podcast now.
Scott Scobie. Scott Colby School of StarCraft video we have up on YouTube. We also have people who are searching for it directly on YouTube.
Wow.
So-
That's probably me.
Kudos to them.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Well, there's a couple more than just you two, so...
Me.
Okay. It might be one of each of us. It's fine. If you haven't seen it, though, you should definitely go watch it. It's entertaining.
Don't look for
I'm
Scott
really
Scobie.
Yeah, look for Scott Colby.
I'm really handsome.
He
If
is
it's some ugly dude, you've got the wrong video.
100%
You got Scott
true.
Scobie.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's a competitor school.
He wrote a book, too, called Rifle.
Not actually,
Asshole.
and he got into the Library of Congress.
All right.
I'm done.
So, John, since you just got threatened to be punched in the face, you're up
Imagine
next.
Scott Scobie is the heir to the skull chewing tobacco.
It's Aunt B's son, Scott Scobie. Yeah, I actually played a fair amount of stuff this week, surprisingly, based on how much I've only played like TF2 and Civ for the past 6 months or something.
Mhm.
So I played TF2, and a little bit of Civ 5.
Really?
I downloaded the Nebuchadnezzar DLC because there was an outrageous 2K sale over the week.
Yes, yes.
So I got it for like $1.60 or something.
I think no, I don't have that one. I have Korea and Spain. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it's the only one I don't have. I think it was released for like the GameStop version or something.
Yeah.
But they finally released it for other systems. Um, I actually played a bit of Payday, which I like a lot,
Heist.
but it's Payday the Heist. I'm still not great at it, but I'm good enough to just like run through and set up the drill and make sure that the drill doesn't stop drilling into the safe and stuff.
Good man.
Keep on drilling in the freeway.
I actually played Auditorium a lot, like, I don't know, 5 hours or something this week, which seems like an outrageous amount for such a stupid puzzle flash game.
Yep.
But it's as addictive as like Angry Birds or something. The gameplay, so just to recap, it's a music-based puzzle game. And so basically what happens is there's like a wave going through your screen, and you have these different arrow keys.
I invented the wave in 1986 at Shea Stadium.
Really?
Yes.
I thought Bobby Valentine did that.
No, he invented the rap.
Wasn't that Daryl Strawberry when he was looking for some cocaine?
Have you ever actually read the interview with him or seen him in an interview where he explains how he invented the rap?
No, but please go.
It's
Well,
so
they
good.
took speakers and they'd play records at parties.
Yeah.
and you would talk over it.
It's because he's like, yeah, and we didn't have any bread, and whatever. Look it up on YouTube. It's awesome.
Water.
So there's like these like swirly there's a pattern of light going through your screen. Then you have these arrow keys that do different things. So like to start out, there's like up, down, left, right, etc. Then there's like swirly things. So like it'll kind of cause the wave to divert into a maelstrom type pattern of some kind. And then there are like little like audio level boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And your goal is to divert the light into the audio level boxes, and then as it goes on, there are different color like circles. So you have to divert the light through the colored circle into the colored waveform box, so that it'll play like all the violin track or all the bass track or like the drum track or whatever. Again, it sounds really stupid, but
I've played it way back, and it's like super fun. So I can definitely agree with the John Coge.
Because I don't have a cutting-edge cell phone anymore, or a 2-year-old cutting-edge cell phone, but a 4-year-old cutting-edge cell phone, I haven't really played Angry Birds quite as much on my phone.
Can you even play Angry Birds on that phone?
They have updated it now so that I can.
Okay.
But you still play Solitaire 2?
Yeah. But it takes up a ton of space, so I haven't really. I only have a small SD card. Actually, you can play the Angry Birds from the SD card, luckily. So I probably will do that eventually, but I haven't yet. But I did install the Chrome Angry Birds plugin, which is a dangerous thing to have on your desktop.
I can imagine.
Well, it must cut into work, John, pretty deep.
Totally.
Oh.
I got almost no work. Luckily, I got my run in a couple times this week, but I got almost no work done because I was, throwing birds at pigs all week. Other than that, I picked up Duke Nukem Forever again because of that sale, because it was only $10, and I picked up Journey, partially based on how much. Yeah, picked up Journey. They were lonely. And,
any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Well, when the lights go down in the city, John wants to be playing some games with Steve.
Exactly. But I haven't had a chance to play either of those two yet. I will this week, and that's about my week. Maybe some Worms. I probably played a little bit of Worms this week, too.
John, what did we do earlier?
Yeah. We played more NHL.
All right.
I think I played 10 NHL games with Kyle this week.
And how many did you win?
I think none.
Oh.
That's right, son. How many were ranked?
I think I lost 300 points in ranked matches this week.
You can just play anyone in a ranked match.
Yeah.
Like you say, hey, I want this to be a ranked match. Let's play.
Yeah, it keeps records. It keeps
Oh,
stats
okay.
and shit.
It's actually kind of convoluted. Kyle thinks it's really simple, but he's wrong. It's an annoying way that you have
It's
to do it.
2 extra clicks.
You have to go through an obscure menu to select
No.
from your address book
No.
a person and then say, I want this to be a ranked match, instead of going to play a friend. And then when it says unranked or ranked, being able to select that, which you can't do.
You go to play a game online now, and then it brings up play ranked match. You click one button, and then it brings you to your buddy list screen. You hit L1, you select their name, and then hit invite to game. And that's that.
Wait, there's
Instead of-
shoulder buttons involved? This is too much work.
Exactly,
Yes.
right? Told you. It's
Well,
actually
there's the R3 button that clicks
Oh yeah,
in.
yeah. You have to.
So it's R3, L1, down twice, X. Instead
And
of...
then you get unlimited lives. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, John didn't get unlimited lives.
Oh.
Hey, I think I injured 2 of your players.
You killed somebody.
Yeah.
And I won one fight we had, probably out of about 2 dozen.
Yeah.
And I also beat you as the Edmonton Oilers, so cram it with walnuts.
He said cram it with walnuts.
I also beat you in a shootout.
Yeah, that was a good shootout. You did well in that. I'll give you that. I won't give you anything else, but I'll give you that.
You gotta give me 10 wins. That's what I earned, son.
No, I'll just give you that shootout. I felt bad about that.
We can play shootout mode again, I don't care.
Them's fighting words.
He don't give a fuck.
So that's about all I have.
Did you ever see Sudden Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme? That's about to happen to your face.
Oh.
I don't think other than Hard Target, I don't think I've ever watched an entire Jean-Claude Van Damme or what's a Steven Seagal movie.
Time Cop.
Street Fighter?
I've seen Street Fighter, so that's 2.
Under Siege.
I've never actually watched all of Under Siege.
Under Siege 2, back on the U's.
No.
Double Team with Dennis Rodman.
No, we have it though. We bought it at for like $1 at some going out of business sale.
You should fire it up.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight after the podcast.
You should fire it up, John.
Or we can play another game of hockey if you want, John.
I'll see what the TV's doing.
Alright, I guess on to Kyle, unless John wants to throw anything else out there.
No, I'm pretty sure I said I'm done like 4 times waiting for you to do that.
But do you have anything else?
I'm looking forward to play Journey a lot. I had to go to the 7-Eleven to buy 2 $20 gift cards for the PSN because they didn't have them at Stop and Shop.
I told you 7-Eleven would happen.
Yeah, I know. I thought they
At your
would.
gamer headquarters, did you find any of the games they have for sale?
No, they don't have any good ones. I've looked through a couple times.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
It was actually kind of funny. The guy was like, I don't know if he thought that he had to like put money on the card or something, but he held it up and looked at me, and he was like, "How much?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about? It says $20 right on it." And then he goes, he rings one of them, and then he holds up the other one. He goes, "You want 2 of these?" And I said, "What are you doing? I just put $2. What are you?" And then he rang it. It was really
And it
weird.
worked, right?
Huh?
He didn't bamboozle you?
No. He
He's at home playing Burger Time World Tour with his free PSN money.
yeah. So
Alright.
that's all I have.
Alright, so you done, John?
Only how much I really want to play Journey. I've heard a lot of stuff about. Oh, I played Flow for the first time.
You see why I ask every time, John?
But it's not interesting. It's just boring. I'm just rambling.
Alright, you're done then.
Have you played Flow?
I have not.
Have you
Yeah.
watched Hustle and Flow?
No, I never have.
With
It's a
Terrence
good
Howard?
precursor to the ATL, which is also a good movie.
Uh huh. Yeah, so I'm done. Kyle, what do you have?
Playing hockey with Koj and talking on the microphones with it. Using our headsets.
Yep.
That was a good...
I couldn't get my headset to be recognized. Like,
Oh,
it
really?
works with my phone, but it doesn't work with my PlayStation.
Did you put it in Discover mode?
The headset?
Yeah.
It, I assume it was in Discover mode.
I think you gotta set it a certain way.
My phone found it.
Well, you also have used it with your phone before, haven't you?
Not this phone, no.
No. Maybe it's more technologically advanced, but I don't know.
Maybe I'll Google it and see what's up.
Yeah.
This also sounds too hard. To hell with it.
Just give Scott an Atari. It sounds like a joystick and one button.
That's all he needs.
Oh. All I want is a typewriter. I can play with that. A calculator. TI-83.
Tic-tac-toe to no end.
And program your own ASCII maze with a typewriter.
Ooh.
Do it.
Could play Zork.
So that NHL, Gran Turismo, kill some time before school class the other day, and then I purchased MLB The Show 12 for PlayStation the 3.
Oh. Are you playing with the move?
I played one full game with the move, and it was fun, and it was fucking stupid. So the batting isn't that bad. That's alright. I kind of got the hang of that, but the pitching is awful.
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
Well, it says, let me preempt this with that there's the most awesome and awkward tutorial for how to use the move controls with it, with Adrian Gonzalez, like freshly shaven, and he's wearing one of those generic baseball shirts, which is just like the t-shirt with the different colored sleeves.
Yeah.
So it has him, like, and the announcer, I don't know the guy's name, but it's the guy that announces the game, saying, with the PlayStation Move on PlayStation 3, you can experience a whole new realm of gaming with MLB The Show 12, such as pitching. And then it breaks it down, and Adrian Gonzalez is fucking dead behind the eyes, staring right at the camera, going through motions with the controller of how to throw the ball. And it's just so awkward and uncomfortable. So, the batting's alright. It has all the same options as before in terms of guess pitch, location, pitch type, all that, and you just point at the screen, and instead of using the thumbstick to place where you want to hit the ball, you pretty much aim it, and then you swing it.
Yep.
The base running controls are kind of wonky. I'm not used to them yet, but you're supposed to point at the screen, hit the button of the person on the base you want to control, and then you got to swirl the move control to get them to, run on the pitch.
Yeah.
You can't just give signals like you're a third base coach. This should be part of the game.
I haven't unlocked the third base coach player option yet.
Ooh. Ooh.
So, so you do that, but you have a very short amount of time to do that. Pick your pitch, guess, and then ready the bat and all that shit. I'm still trying to work that out. And then the pitching is you point at the screen and you use that to where you want the ball to go in the, regular 3x3 box. Pick your pitch, and then you wind up, and it says the speed of the pitch is based on the movement of your, how fast you move the controller. So I'm loading it, trying to fucking hum it in there, and I'm throwing my arm out, and in the tutorial, Adrian Gonzalez is barely moving his arm, and it says he's throwing it 95 miles an hour, so I think I was overcomplicating it. So I played as the Rays against the Cardinals, and I lost 7-0. All 7 runs I gave up were in the first 2 innings, so at least I held them. I stopped bleeding. I had maybe 2 hits, and I got out of some pretty good jams, or pretty tight jams. I think I may have had 5 or 6 strikeouts. Which isn't bad.
First and third with 1 out.
Hey, just a slow roller up the base path, man.
It's true.
So I mean, I was getting the hang of it, but for my first time playing, like both sides, because it's you pitch and then after the half inning's over, you're up to bat, and then it's right into that. So there's no sort of like picking and choosing. Well, I want to play this inning pitching with a controller.
Yep.
It's like that. So I was sitting in my living room for 45 minutes, sweating my balls off like a fucking loser. But it was fun.
For someone who hasn't really liked or played a baseball game since Baseball Stars, how steep is the learning curve between those two?
Well, I've been playing the show franchise since maybe 07, and then before that, the MVP on Xbox, so I'm kind of used to that whole schematic with the thumbstick.
Yep.
Right, or at least compared to like FIFA or NHL using like the thumbsticks and stuff.
I'd say either. It depends. You might be picking up the batting quicker than the pitching, or vice versa. But until you get both of them in sort of a balance, you're
screwed.
You're not going to be able to be a rounded player. With that said, I think it might be a little easier to pick up the batting. With that, you still have the option to use buttons, like play with the old-fashioned controls.
Is there a manager or GM mode where I can just draft people and basically like fantasy baseball play?
John, if you want to do that, and you don't want the fancy graphics, look into Out of the Park Baseball.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. It's like it's probably the best sim I've ever done. Like,
is it a flash game?
Nope. It's a desktop app.
Is it on Steam?
It is not. The first 09 was, and that's how I heard about it. But I've been keeping up with it since. And
can I buy 09 just so I can buy it on Steam and be lazy?
If you want to, but there's so many more improvements after.
John wants the achievements.
I don't know if you can buy it anymore. There's no achievements on it.
Yeah, it's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's only $10.
You probably get the new one for $10 at this point. Yeah.
It's just fantasy baseball.
It's essentially that's just basically you draft a team and then let it play.
No, I want all the graphics and stuff.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and all the stats. I want both at the same time.
There's not really much in the way of graphics.
And I want to call up Mark Shapiro and try to get
Shapiro. Yeah. Mark Shapiro.
You could probably do that.
Hey, Kurt Schilling says Out of the Park 13 is the only baseball sim he's ever gotten addicted to. It's right on the front page of their website.
Then I will not purchase Out of the Park 13 then.
Didn't he play real baseball? Should that count as something?
Well, I guess
anyone can play fantasy baseball, but like, there's a very, very small number of people that actually get to play real baseball, like professionally.
And Kurt Schilling's just addicted to fantasy baseball.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt Schilling could be a manager right now,
but instead he's making video games and addicted to fantasy baseball.
Everyone has their vices, I guess. But to answer your question, John, there are like 2 different management modes. So there's a coach mode. So you're calling, who you want to bat, what order, what sort of plays to go. Are you going to go play the infield deep, or are you going to play the outfield shallow, all that joint?
Right.
And then there's the one where you own the franchise, so it's, well, what improvements to the park do you want to make? Who do you want to sign this year? What kind of hot dogs do you want to sell? Do you want to sell along in the
John loves fantasy concessions too.
Hot dog tycoon.
Yeah. That then there's the team franchise mode, or the season or whatever, where you play as the team. And you're involved also in trading in the off-season, all that. So you actually play the games as well as handle some of the office stuff. There's the Road to the Show mode, which is where you create your character, you start in the farm system, work your way up to the pros.
And if I imagine that would be good if you just wanted to bat.
Well, what it is there's a very limited amount of interactions your player has.
Hmm.
So if you start and you're in your first season in the farm system, you may be subbed in to pinch bat once every 4 games.
Yeah.
So in between those games,
You just sit there with your dick in your hand.
well, no, not even. You train.
Okay.
And then when there's a moment that you have to play the game, it bumps you into the game.
Hmm.
And sometimes it
But
lets
then-
you spit sunflower seeds in the dugout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you high five people who hit home runs.
Sometimes you double team a girl with
They
kickball.
do it in the end. You can do that with the move too.
Yeah.
Just don't pull a Kendry Morales.
That's
So
my
there-
favorite thing ever. That injury. That's the best injury that's ever happened.
Oh, except for the NHL player that like threw his back out eating waffles.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
What about Joel Zamayev needing like carpal tunnel surgery from playing too much Guitar Hero?
Kaz Matsui's anal fissure.
It's anal.
I guess we can all agree these are all good injuries.
Hector Garza.
By the way, we are up to 6 listeners on the live stream.
Oh,
6 people just heard me say anal fissure.
Yes, 6 people just heard you say anal fissure.
No relation to
Oh.
Carrie Fisher, right?
2 just left. Like, well, no
Thanks
lie.
to that one person that stayed.
Maybe one of them was Kaz Matsui.
It shot up to 6 and then dropped down to 4 after Scott says 6 people just heard me say anal fissures, and they're like, "Ooh."
Well, maybe we shouldn't.
Have that effect
mention
on
it.
people sometimes.
All right, well,
So, in between games and such, you can choose to train and boost your batting stats, your throwing, your base running IQ, all that shit.
mhm.
As you get better, there will be goals such as, hit a double. And if you hit a single, you'll be okay. If you strike out, then you don't get called to play for a while. So you're constantly trying to achieve these goals. The better you do at goals, the more game time you have. If you're a pitcher, you might get a spot start. You might get like middle relief for 2 pitches or something. So you just have to keep executing what they want you to do, and then you get more in-game play time. And eventually, if you keep with it long enough, you get up to the pros, and then you become the man.
You become the man.
You're the man now, dog.
That's fancy.
And then they brought the home run derby back this year, which I haven't played it since show 10, which I don't think they had it. They changed some stuff, so I can't remember because I've traded it in maybe
Mhm.
8 months ago, but I think it was either 9 or 10 that didn't have the home run derby, and I was kind of bummed about it because that was a good thing to just sit down for an hour or 2 and just mess around with it just to get your timing and batting down. But yeah, man, that's it.
So I'd like to just quickly interject before I talk about what I played, but there's currently a countdown on the Baldur's Gate website. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Baldur's Gate.
I saw that, yeah.
It is in 17 hours. We will know what is up with Baldur's Gate. So it could be very interesting.
Which is what, noon tomorrow?
About that, yeah. So
Nice. I hope they open it.
you just hope they open the gate. I can only assume it's going to be a new game,
Yeah.
but
Is that the same company as is that Blizzard?
no. I actually don't even know who owns Baldur's Gate right now. I know it was Jesus.
Oblivion?
Nope.
Blackgate? Black people?
Black Isle Studios.
Those Baldur guys.
Like legitimately, I think it might have been Black Isle.
Well,
It was Black Isle. Originally by BioWare and Interplay.
yeah.
So I actually don't know who owns the rights to it right now. It still might be BioWare, for all we know.
I think it is.
So BioWare is probably announcing a new Baldur's Gate game tomorrow, which is going to be pretty sick.
Maybe.
Or they're announcing Bald Dude's Gate.
Or Bald Dude's Gate, or Bad Dude's Gate. It's a hybrid between Bad Dudes and Baldur's Gate. Are you a bad enough dude to save the president from
In an
sorcerers?
RPG, yeah.
He's stuck in a gate. Can you pull him through?
Are you a bad enough dude to butter the president's head?
See, where were those two viewers when we weren't talking about Kazuma Matsui's anal for sure?
You gotta take the good with the bad.
That's true.
Anal for sure. What?
I said for sure.
You said for sure.
Whatever.
Kaz Matsui anal for sure.
It's like someone's offering and you're responding. All right.
You're asking if that's what you did last night.
For sure.
For sure.
Sure I did, man.
So, I didn't really do shit this week. Skyrim, StarCraft, League of Legends with Glenn.
Oh yeah, how'd Glenn do?
Glenn did really well. I did terrible because I haven't played in months, and I'm terrible even when I do play all the time. So,
I bet that was Glenn's first time ever playing.
no, I've
Probably
played with Glenn before.
No, that you got pranked.
I got pranked. It was a different Glenn.
Yeah.
His name on it is Detective Carver.
Nice.
Or is it? It's either Carver or Carter. I'm not sure which. Add both if you want to add our man Glenn. But other than that, I really,
Or some other guy.
or some other guy.
Or other Glenn.
Yeah.
They
That
just
other
both
Glenn.
so happen to be Glenn. Yeah, I really didn't do much else. I'm gonna be playing another game of Civ 5 with Rob soon.
Rob D'Allegro.
Rob D'Allegro,
Champion of the universe.
champion of the universe.
He's not a detective.
Huh?
He's not a detective.
He's not a detective. He's champion of the universe
Oh wow.
because he listened to our podcast last week. And the 4 people who are listening now, also champions of the universe.
In their own respect.
So are they like He-Man's buddies? Oh, those are masters of the universe.
Yes, they're masters of the universe.
I'm sorry.
It's cool. Yeah, so
He-Man.
Who gets to be the guy that was just the He-Man toy painted blue? That spun around in circles.
John.
Master Face. Master Facer.
Wasn't it Many
Oh,
Face?
he was like he was He-Man. He was painted blue, and he had instead of like hair, it was more of a helmet, but in the same shape, and it was yellow with red rings on it.
Is that Man at Arms?
No,
Is that Evil Lyn?
no. And
Is
not
it
blue
She-Ra?
He-Man. He had yellow underwear and a red like belt, and on the back of the belt, you spun it like it was like a gear sticking out, and you twirled it.
Are you confused with a Hulk Hogan action figure of some sort?
Right, brother. No, it wasn't Man at Arms.
Let me go to Wiki Grayskull and see if I can find it out.
You're the only man.
Was he an evil warrior?
No, I think he was.
An heroic warrior?
I don't know.
Was he a member of the Great Rebellion?
I assume he was a heroic warrior.
I don't know.
Not Ram Man.
No.
Not-
Fisto.
Not Fisto.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm putting.
No, it was Cyclone. Cyclone. I just found.
So is Rory.
Yeah. Rory. Rory.
I'm
Fisto, anal for sure.
I'm putting Fisto up on the stream right now, so everyone can see Fisto. Like that is a giant fucking fist.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
Fisto's coming
30.
off the screen.
The second one with a C?
Cyclopedia. Yes.
Can't find him. Alright, let's move on from...
Let's move on.
Nads.
De Bruyne is listening now, and he just said because our company mascot is He-Man,
yeah.
and he said, why can't Fisto be our company mascot as opposed to He-Man?
Do you want to get fisted?
Oh, Fisto. It was Cyclone. That's what we figured out
Yeah, I just
Okay.
put the link up in
in the chat.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, it's spelled with an S.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember
Oh,
that
I
at all.
I had this toy.
Yeah, and is that not just fucking He-Man's face with the yellow fucking
It
helmet?
it absolutely is. Let's see if it's Cyclone on.
It's $4 in New Jersey.
He's just a toy.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I don't think he actually has a character. Oh, he does.
Everything on that show is just a toy.
Oh,
the point of that show is to sell toys
Okay, fair enough.
It's like G.I. Joe.
or Transformers.
The character itself actually looks a little bit different than He-Man painted.
Link
But-
it.
It's on the wiki of Cyclone.
Oh yeah, I brought that down. Let me get back to it. All right, let's move. This is horribly boring unless we actually explain what we're looking at.
I'm putting it up on the screen
Oh,
as we
good.
talk about Cyclone and stuff.
Good. That'll be great when people download the MP3.
That's fine. Then they just have to go watch the video on YouTube, or just listen live at www.twitch.tv/dpaddbags.
You'd
Yeah,
be listening now if you were there.
that's true. But people listening later
Or earlier.
or earlier, people who traveled to the future to listen to our podcast.
No, that's the 2002 version of Cyclone.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Not the original version.
He
of
only,
Cyclone.
yeah, in 1985, he appears only in minor fleeting cameo appearances, 2 episodes. Beauty and the Beast, and here, there, skeletons everywhere. We should make a game out of, like, reading titles of fucking He-Man episodes.
I think that's the name of the podcast this week. Here, there, skeletons everywhere.
Skeletors everywhere.
Skeletor. What the fuck was that detention for? Right, John?
Yep, you got that right. Cyclone's name was originally going to be Tornado.
But they couldn't find a way to put an S at the beginning of that.
In
Or-
his first mini-comic appearance in Spike Horse Strikes, one panel mistakenly refers to him by his original name.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Tornado, codename, Cyclone.
I bet that's worth a pretty penny.
It's like Snowstorm, codename, Blizzard.
Let's go to Dairy Queen and order a couple snowstorms.
Or Friendlies and order a tornado.
Yeah.
Well, they're not cyclones anymore at Friendlies. They're frenzies.
Was that because there was a real cyclone that killed, like...
I don't know, but it's funny. That's now a frenzy. So Rory is the frenzy instead of the cyclone.
How great are some of these titles? Valley of Power. The Sleepers Awaken. The Search. Orko's Favorite Uncle. Evil Seed. Song of Celise. The Royal Cousin.
The royal.
Like father, like daughter. A Friend in Need. Time Corridor. These are all like bad fucking Man-O-War songs. Island of Fear. The Gamesman. The Energy.
So on She-Ra, did you know there's a character named Bo, and he just is a guy who has a bow,
Like a arrow bow or
Yes.
like a staff bow?
like an arrow bow.
I was
Like a-
picturing like a bow like you put in your hair.
He doesn't have an arrow. He just has a bow.
That's all he has. Just a
And
bow.
Is there another character called Arrow that has to help him out?
Yeah.
They have
He
to.
just holds the bow and plays it like a fucking broom.
Like a
bass,
harp.
boom, 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 boom. Journey to Stone City.
Does he stack it?
Yes.
Does he stack a bow?
Oh my god, all these He-Man episode titles are like bad fucking metal band songs. The Magic Falls. Monster on the Mountain. Visitors from Earth.
They definitely just listen to a lot of Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah. The Attorney of Flower. Revenge is never sweet, the good shall survive. If I see one. Oh, the Rainbow Warrior! Into the abyss!
Ronnie James Dio.
Attack from below! The Ice Age cometh. Betrayal of Stratos. Fistos Forest. The Great Books of Mystery. If I find one called Holy Diver, I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. Return of Evil. Return of the Gryphon. That sword. Oh, Jesus. Prince Adam no more. Silent Lucidity.
I'm totally expecting, like...
Jet City Woman.
Like, Angelic Plunger or something like that.
The Angelic Plunger.
Okay, maybe we need to change our episode title.
For sure.
Oh. Alright. We're gonna move on from He-Man.
No.
Okay. By all means, keep going with the Ronnie James Dio song titles.
I'm all set.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm laughing so much.
I might have shat myself.
Ugh. Okay. So is there anything else that you want to cover?
The Toy Maker. Bargain with Evil.
They really are.
Capture the Comet Keeper.
They're all Dio songs.
The Cold Zone. The Games. Monster on the... I already said Monster.
What we need to do is we need to make a fake band, and have the track list all of these songs.
How about it's just Cyclone, SY-KL.
That's our band, and all its song titles are He-Man episodes. And we'll see if we can,
Search for the past. The Lidless Giant.
I think that's our next video. We make Cyclone the band.
3 on a dare. Things that go bump in the night. Oh my god.
Okay. We're gonna move on. What other related gaming topics do we have to discuss?
The Count of Monte Fisto. He just punches French toast with a ham in it.
Ugh. Okay.
John, you alright there, buddy?
Sorry, I had to mute it for a second.
Sorry.
Was there a question?
What were you doing that you had to mute it?
The cat was meowing and they were teasing him, and I had to tell them that I actually bought cat food for them to feed the cat if someone wanted to feed the cat.
That could have been good radio.
No, it would have just been in the background and annoying and...
Them teasing the landlord?
Yeah. Was there a question? Did you ask me something when I was annoying?
We were asking you about the Count of Monte Fisto.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite books of all time, actually.
He just gets so angry at French toast and ham and cheese, he just punches them together.
Yeah.
It makes Monte Fisto.
Monte Fistos.
I think I was watching. I think Rachel Ray made. No, never mind.
She made a Monte Fisto.
That's a 30-minute meal.
Yummo.
I really hope this is as entertaining to our 5 viewers as it is to us.
I doubt it.
If it's not, get the fuck out of the room. Wizard of Stone Mountain.
I don't think I've ever had a Monte Cristo sandwich.
Oh,
I
John.
make a fucking mean Monte Cristo. Let me tell you.
I'd rather you show me.
Are we gonna go over your house for Monte Cristos this weekend, Kyle?
Well, not at the moment, but yeah, I got. I'm going to the Bruins game Saturday. But if you guys want to come by for Monte Cristo Sunday, we can make it happen.
Maybe we can have a Minecraft party. Minecraft and Monte Cristos.
We could do that too. I got nothing going on.
Sweet. Minecraft and Monte Cristos, then.
We can play the show with the move.
Yeah.
A bunch of fucking idiots.
I was gonna say, if it was nice out, we could come hang out at my house, and then we'll fire up the fire pit.
Oh, you got the fire pit.
Oh, we got the fire pit like last year. We just never used it.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make Monte Cristos on the fire pit. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Have you been using it all fall?
No, we're yet to use it yet.
Oh.
Yet to use it yet. We're yet to use it. So. Yet.
How about the Monte Cristo pit?
No, we haven't used that either. So
use the glove.
if Saturday was nice, it would have been a great day to break it out. But Saturday's supposed to be kind of shitty and rainy, so. So we'll see.
And it's
Damar the demon.
Dirty bar. Pretending like you're Irish.
Oh, fuck St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
I hate St. Patrick's Day. I hate any holiday where people use it as an excuse just to get trashed. St. Patrick's Day.
Those are the only holidays I like.
Cinco de Mayo. Like, we're all adults here.
I'm Irish all year. I don't need a fucking excuse.
Also true, but we're all adults here. If we want to go out and get drunk on a Tuesday night, we can go out and get drunk on a Tuesday night. We don't need St. Patrick's Day as an excuse to go out and get drunk on a Tuesday night.
Or Tuesday morning, for that matter.
Or Tuesday morning, for that matter. So I think I hate holidays like that. And De Bruin's actually already heard this spiel, so he's probably like, fuck this, I'm out of here. But
they're not even real fucking holidays, anyway.
No, they're not. They're stupid. And people make a huge fucking deal about them. All those stupid girls everywhere, they just wear green. They're like, oh my god, St. Patrick's Day! I'm gonna get so trashed! I fucking hate it. I don't think I've ever gone out drinking on St. Patrick's Day, like in my entire life.
No.
Nor do I.
Such a buzzkill.
Nor do I ever intend to. Look.
Such a buzzkill.
I'm not a buzzkill.
You know what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow is the 15th.
Yeah, the Ides of March.
It is the Ides of March.
Yeah.
Beware.
Back, son.
I will.
Beware.
Are you gonna have a 10th anniversary Ides of March party?
Has it been 10 years since the Ides of March party that no one showed up to?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It was 2002.
Yep.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, it was 2002.
I think today's Pi Day, too, isn't it?
Unless you're in Europe, then it's 4th.
No, Friday would be Pi Day.
No, Pi Day is.
I see what you did there.
What did I do? Friday is 3/16. That's Pi Day.
No, Fridays talk like Steve Austin Day.
Oh. That's right. It's 3.14. Hey, yeah, that's I'm a fine graduate of Whitworth Institute of Technology.
I
You
dropped
get-
out of high school.
My course is there. If you graduate Whitworth Institute of Technology, someday you too could have a podcast that 5 people listen to.
Or a hit-selling book on Amazon.com entitled
Yeah,
Shotgun, right?
Damn right.
Shotgun by
You
Scott
might
Colby.
even have an arch nemesis whose name kind of sounds like yours.
Scott Scobie.
Yeah. He's gross. He spits everywhere.
Does he have another school?
He has a school of Warcraft.
World of or like
He
Warcraft?
has a skull.
He has 35 3.5 floppy disks to install the game. I think it's Warcraft 1.
Well, excellent.
This is totally off topic, but Yakov Smirnoff still sells VHS and DVD copies of his specials from the 80s, and both of them are like $25. So you could pay like $25 or $30 for a VHS.
I'd rather support him by buying a bottle of Smirnoff. Anyway. That goes all to him, right?
Yeah.
Every time somebody gets iced, he makes 5 cents.
Whatever happened to bros icing bros?
that was about as cool as rugby in 1997.
No, I actually think rugby was much cooler in 1997 than Bros Icing Bros ever was.
I think the internet embarrassed it out of existence.
I think it was lame even before it was embarrassed out of existence.
I think it was one of those things like mainstream becoming a meme, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep. I guarantee you it was all started by Smirnoff, and they're like,
Yeah.
how do we make some viral thing? Let's make a whole bunch of videos of Bros Icing Bros.
I never really got it. Let's bring it back.
We should do it with something else, though.
Ice House.
It would still be Bros Icing Bros.
Pete's Wicked Ale.
It's like a bottle of...
Some random Pinot Noir or something like that.
Yeah.
Bros noiring, bro.
Dude, you totally got noir.
You gotta funnel this bottle of wine, bro.
Alright, we're starting up Bros Noiring Bros.
Shouldn't it be like fellows noiring fellows?
What if
Chaps.
Chaps Noiring Chaps.
Noiring chaps.
dudes Monty Fistoing dudes?
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure that's already a website.
It was the rival to Two Girls, One Cup for a short period of time.
I don't know about that. It's
Yeah.
hearsay. Exactly.
We almost made it a whole episode without one of those.
No, there was one that Kyle made that I just didn't get to the button in time. Yeah.
On the trigger, son.
Alright, now that I buzzkilled
Killed all the momentum.
Chaps and Wine Chaps. I don't know, we got anything else gaming related or not gaming related?
PAX is in a couple weeks. You guys stoked?
PAX is in a couple weeks. I'm pretty stoked. So they moved the State of the Game recording to 10:30 on Sunday morning.
Oh!
So I'm gonna have to head to bed early on Saturday night so I can get up and see
sleep in a parking
State
lot.
of the Game.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
I'm
even
going to say
even,
the same thing, because there's something I want to see Sunday at 10, but I know that's not going to happen.
What did you say you want to see at 10?
I think it's about modern-day conflicts and
Oh,
Sunday-
yep.
as backdrops to games.
Well, we'll try and get each other up.
Outcry. I mean, if it's like anything like last year, Saturday, I think we're going to probably sit and play some board game until like 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was great.
It was fun. And then we're doing our live bootleg podcast from PAX.
Yeah, watch the Twitter feed for that.
Yes. As well as we should just try and figure out an area. By the way, Hoovy008 OK misses you, Kyle.
Oh! Are you gonna Hollywood me this year and not meet up at PAX or what, fella?
I don't know if he's actually listening. He just
Oh.
tweeted. You should tweet at him back. But you should he could be listening, but I don't know. He definitely at least tweeted at us.
Well, I got Twitter open.
We actually got some tweets. We got 4 tweets during this podcast.
Yeah, 2 of them were like me and Scott.
I know, but still. And for sure.
we're just breaking the ice.
It's fine. Hey, you broke the ice. And
There's a fissure in the ice.
Bros, Fisher, icing, bros. Burp, burp.
good work, John.
I got one that's gonna be horrible, but it's a fucking stretch.
Alright.
So what if you got a Princess Leia wig and put it on your friends, and then you could be bros, Carrie Fisher-ing bros? That's right.
Ugh.
That actually could be a funny viral video, but it is
I feel like to get it, they have to be privy to this entire conversation. Like where we started with Bros Icing Bros and move to, Chaps Noiring Chaps to Bros Monty Fistoing Bros and everything.
I think if we just went to like 5 to 10 parties and that were like packed or bars and taped it on like cell phone cameras and just made a website, I think it would be hilarious.
Okay.
It might not even it doesn't make sense, and it's not really like, it's just weird.
And when you pull out the wig, the guy's like, "Oh, you got me."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
Oh, you.
Just go to some Alston bars at like 1 in the morning
Scamp.
and explain it to like 5 people around. Like, all right, everybody, go crazy when I do this, and then just keep it.
You ragamuffin, you scoundrel.
Scalawag.
You no good, Nick.
All right.
All right. Do you want to wrap this motherfucker up?
John, do you have anything else you played this week? Anything else you want to talk about?
I had that thing that we talked about, but let's carry it over till next week because I don't have it.
Anal fissure?
No, I really have no idea what you're talking about. Did you get Monty Fistoed?
I kind of talked about something earlier, but I'll
About
carry
that
it.
anal fissure, right?
Yeah, basically.
That thing we talked about, you got.
Yeah.
That's what you
You
get
should
for
always
sitting
say
on
what
the
they
can for 2 hours at a time, John.
How else am I supposed to beat I don't know, Tecmo Bowl? Yeah, beat.
You're gonna need an Angelic Plunger.
Just it's all just coming around.
I only have these classic games on my handheld device, and I only really play it when I go to the bathroom. So if I need to go and like practice my speed runs.
On the can or on the game?
Unintentional pun.
Uh,
Then I have to do it.
But
on
put it in the
can.
bank. It was good. That's it. We're done. I know. And we're out.
All right. If you want to contact the show, number is 704-GAMES-04. You can leave us a voicemail or a text message. You can find us on Twitter at DPadDbags. You can find myself on Twitter at Fegan, Kyle at McAnus50, Scott Colby at Yacht Captain Colby, and John Kojal at Anal Fisher. You can email the show at dpaddbags@gmail.com, as well as our blog is www.dpaddbags.com. And you can also, if you're not listening live, you can go to www.twitch.tv/dpaddbags and listen live every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. And finally, www.youtube.com/dpaddbags. John, so what did we learn today?
Sometimes the toilet is not only informative but also helpful.